Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be playing Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game. Today we have a special treat for you. We're going to be playing a Star Wars The Force Awakens themed game, all TIE Fighter FOs versus T-70 X-Wings. Who will prevail, the First Order or the Resistance? Watch and find out. Alright, first we have the Resistance. Leading the Resistance is Poe Dameron. He's got BB-8 on board and Push the Limit, as well as the new integrated astromech upgrade. The integrated astromech upgrade is actually going to be on all my X-Wings today. Next up we have Elo Asti. He's got Cool Hand, Weapons Guidance, and an R2 astromech. And then we have Blue Ace. He's got Weapons Guidance, an R2 astromech as well. That all comes to 99 points of Resistance goodness.
Alright, so here we have my TIE Fighter FO list. So we have all the important guys in this list. Omega Ace, he has Push the Limit, Twin Ion Engine Mark II, and Comm Relay. Epsilon Leader has just the Twin Ion Engines and the Comm Relays. Zeta Ace, Push the Limit, and the same, Comm Relays and Twin Ion Engine. And Epsilon Ace with the Twin Ion Engine and Comm Relay. So everybody has those two cards, and Push the Limit is only on Omega Ace and Zeta Ace.
And what's your grand total here?
96 points.
Ah, nice initiative bid. We're going to go ahead and deploy and then come back, but before we do that, I just want to make a note that this particular game is a themed game. We're not playing competitive lists, we're not playing competitively, we're throwing out something that's themed to the new movie to just have fun and play with the new ships. So if competitive is your bag, this particular X-Wing Battle Report's probably not for you. However, we will be producing more tournament and competitive list battle reports as well. So enjoy. Alright, so deployment is done. The Imperials are in the far corner opposite the X-Wings. And dials are down. As typical, since not much happens here, we're going to go ahead and do movement and then come back, since typically there's not much shooting, and then get into more detail as we get closer. Alright, so that's a turn 1 movement. No shooting. So Jake, what's going on with those evades?
Alright, so normally we wouldn't put any tokens down just because we're so far away from each other, but I have Comm Relay, so I get to hold on to my evade tokens. I can't have more than one, but at the end phase I just do not discard them.
So that was the Imperial movement, and then the X-Wings have peeled off in formation, coming through the asteroids, looking for revenge. Alright, so we're starting turn 2. Since the range is so far, we're going to go ahead and move all our ships again off camera and then come back with the final positions. Alright, so that concludes turn 2. Now we're going to go get a little bit more detailed as we maneuver. We are just out of range here between that first X-Wing and that first order TIE. So next round should have some fireworks. We'll see what happens. Turn 3.
Alright, Epsilon Ace is going to do a 3 bank. Takes his evade with him. Alright, and he will focus for his action. Alright, so Zeta Ace is going to do a 2 bank, which will slide him into the back of my TIE Fighter here.
Just as I anticipated. Alright, Blue Ace is moving 1 forward. And he will focus.
Alright, Epsilon Leader is going 3 straight. Alright, and Epsilon Leader, for his action, he will focus. Alright, and Omega Ace is gonna do a 2 straight, which will also crash him into Zeta Ace.
All right, Elo Asti is moving one forward. And he will focus it up. And then last but not least, Poe. He's going to go one forward.
You can tell we're both being very cautious with our ships.
Poe is going to push the limit. He's going to focus and target lock.
Ooh, fancy.
This guy. All right, so that's the movement phase. Here we are. This is the final setup after movement. Going into the shooting phase, highest pilot skill first. That's our buddy Poe Dameron. Poe is going to be firing at this TIE fighter right here. He's at range band 2. He's got 3 dice into that TIE fighter. All right, I am going to spend my target lock to reroll this die. And then I'm going to spend my focus to turn those to hits. So that's 3 hits on that TIFO.
Alright, I have 3 evade dice. Alright, and I will spend my focus. And I will also spend my evade, so I evade it all.
So you got the evade, that cancels it all out.
Alright, next up we have Omega Ace, and he will be shooting at pilot skill 5 over here.
Not Blue Ace.
Blue Ace, that's his name. Alright, so I only get 2 shots. And 1 hit.
Okay. 1 of 8.
Alright.
Alright, so next up, Elo Asti is going to be shooting at that Epsilon leader. 3 dice, range band 2. We got 3 hits.
Wow. Alright, 3 evades, here it is. No. So I take 1 shield and 1 hull point. Alright, before Epsilon leader totally bites the dust, we're gonna shoot at Blue Ace. It is range band 1, so I get 3 dice. And 1 hit.
So we got 1 hit. 2 defense dice for the X-Wing. And we evade.
Alright, next up we have Zeta Ace. Same target, it is going to be range band 3. 1 hit.
We'll
Hey.
spend the focus. Turn that into an evade. Okay. Next up, my pilot skill 5, Blue Ace, is going to be shooting at that TIE fighter there. Range band 1, so I get 4 dice. No hits.
Alright, lastly we have Epsilon Ace. He will shoot at pilot skill 5, Blue Ace. 2 shots. And 1 hit again.
1 of 8. Alright, so here's a recap of turn 3. That's the position. Not too much damage has occurred. This guy lost a shield and lost 1 hull. And really that's about it, right? No other damage. So it's about to turn into a real furball here next round.
Alright, so some of you are already probably commenting below, but my pilot skill for TIE Fighter pilot, I don't know if you can see it on there, but we have the wrong cardboard piece for it, we just couldn't find it. But he is actually Epsilon Ace, and so he has pilot skill 12 as long as he hasn't been, doesn't have a damage card on him. And so it would have changed how this would have gone over here. I probably wouldn't have crashed, or I could have done some stuff to get out of it, but that's okay. From now on, we'll do him correctly.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start turn 4 movement. So since Jake technically does not have a pilot skill 4, he's pilot skill 12, we're starting with his 5.
Alright, so that's really a handicap to me in this situation because the only move I could really think to go to get him out of the way is hard 3, which means I won't get him to shoot at any of your ships. He might. Yep, and he hits an asteroid. I'm pretty much flying terribly now. And he takes the damage.
All right, next up is my pilot skill 5. He's going to do a 4.
Yeah, you're definitely going to crash into.
Probably crash there.
So since he hits, he can't complete the K turn, and he is still stressed.
I am still stressed.
And it will also screw up my entire movement. Alright, next up, Epsilon Leader. He's doing a 2. He will crash into your pilot skill 7.
Hello, Atsty says hello.
Alright, so he's going 2 forward, so he's just gonna go like so.
Okay. Hello, Asty's doing a Talon roll. And his special ability means he's not stressed when he does said Talon roll, so he can still perform an action. Alright, next up is our buddy Poe. He's going to do a 1 forward. Since it's a green maneuver, he loses his stress. BB-8 allows me to perform a free barrel roll when I do that, which I will do now. And then 1 forward. He's going to go ahead and push the limit, focus, and he's going to target lock Omega Squadron Pilot.
Alright, he's doing a 4K turn.
Who is?
My pilot skill 4 guy.
Who's really pilot skill 12?
Yes. I just don't remember his. And he's stressed. Alright, so I have my Epsilon Ace, pilot skill 12. He is shooting at Blue Ace, trying to do anything to him.
Alright, range band 2.
1 hit.
1 of 8. Alright, so Poe is up next. He's going to shoot whoever that is. Who's that?
That is Omega Ace.
Alright, so it's going to be long range, and Jake's going to get covered through that asteroid, looks like. So here we go. 3 dice from Poe. And we got 2 hits, and if I've got a... Oh no, I can't use that. So that's it, 2 hits.
Alright, and I got nothing. So I will take 1 critical, which is just my shield.
Okay.
Alright, 3 shots, range band 1.
Not Blue Ace.
1 hit, like normal.
Alright, 1 hit. 1 of 8. I like Blue Ace. He's hardcore, but you'll notice he's Blue Ace with quotes. He's Blue Ace. All right, we just noticed something. The hit that Poe got through here, Jake did not add the extra die for the asteroid, so he's going to roll 1 more evade die to see if he can cancel out that hit that took his shield.
Come on, I haven't gotten evade yet on him. Yay!
All right, so his shield is next up, Elo Asti is going to be shooting at this TIE fighter on the rock. It's range band 2. And we score 1 hit.
There's where they all are.
You found all your evades. All right, so that's it for... Next up, we've got Blue Ace looking for revenge. So he's going to be shooting at range band 1 at this guy. He whiffed last time. Can he do better? 3 hits.
Revenge, I haven't even hurt you yet. And of course, nothing.
So 3 hits. Well, it's good you got that 1 shield back, so he takes 2... All right, so a recap of this turn. Not a great turn for the First Order. The only damage was on the First Order side, this fine gentleman took 3 damage. He's down to 1 hull, and this guy took a damage point, lost his shield hitting that asteroid. Otherwise, we'll see if the First Order can pull this out. On to the next turn.
And Epsilon Leader's special ability went off, so I am removing the stress from my pilot skill 12 TIE Fighter. Alright, Zeta Ace. Just doing a 2 bank and then flipping around. There's the dial. I forget what the turn is actually called. There he is.
Alright, next up is Blue Ace. He's doing a 2 sharp 2 turn. He's still stressed.
Alright, so Epsilon Leader, hopefully try to get back into the game. We'll flip back around here. And he is stressed.
Isn't that called like a Seganor loop or something like that?
Something like that. Alright, Omega Ace is moving up. And sadly, for the first time this game, he'll actually get to use 2 abilities. So he will push the limit and focus and evade.
Alright, next up is Elo Asti. He's going 2 forward.
Come on, man.
And he says hello to that TIE fighter. He's going to go ahead and focus. Alright, next up is Poe. He's going to perform a green bank. Green maneuver gets rid of my stress. BB-8 is going to let me barrel roll. And then my 1 bank me there. And then he is going to stress himself to focus, and he's going to be switching the target lock to this guy.
Alright, pilot skill 12 is going 2 straight. And I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, but I thought it was a good idea.
Oh, I should have kept the target lock on him.
That you want to kill.
Alright, so that concludes the movement. Here's kind of a view of where everything is. Things are getting scattered. Pilot skill 12 guy, there he is, can't shoot, doesn't have a target. So Poe is up next. He's going to go 4 dice into this damaged guy. So he's got 3 hits. He's going to spend this target lock
That's unnecessary.
to re-roll this. And then we'll use his special ability for Poe. If I've got a focus, I can change this to a hit. So I've got 3 hits and a crit.
Alright, so I need all of these. Awesome. Alright, he's destroyed.
So Poe gets to paint another TIE fighter on the side of his cockpit. Alright, next up, Elo Asti is going to be firing at that TIE fighter right there. Range band 1. It's going to be 4 dice. And we get 4 hits, 2 hits and 2 crits.
Alright.
2 evades.
2 evades.
Well, 3 evades.
Yep, 3. So I take a shield, actually.
Now you lost your shield.
Oh, yes, he did. So he takes a critical.
Okay.
Alright, so I got structural damage. So I reduced my agility value by 1, unless I spend an action and roll a die and get a hit or a crit.
Sounds good. So he's down to agility 2.
Okay, so I have a long shot here. It is at range band 3 and through an asteroid at Poe. Hey, I got 2 hits.
Alright, so Poe normally gets 2, plus 1 for range, plus 1 for the asteroid, so he's rolling 4 dice. And he gets 3 evades.
Alright, so I'm going to take a range band 1 shot at Blue Ace.
Blue Ace.
Hopefully put a damage on the ship. 2 hits.
Alright, so 2 of 8 dice. Oh, so that's
Hey.
2 shields off of Blue. Alright, so Blue Ace is not happy with being shot at. So he's going to fire back. 4 dice. There you got 2 hits and a crit. Can you survive this?
Nope.
No. Oh, just 1 of 8. Alright, so hitting a crit is enough to kill him. Alright, so here's the recap of the turn. The First Order lost 2 TIE fighters. Blue Ace lost 2 shields. And we're now on a 3-on-2 engagement. How are you feeling on your chances there?
Slim to none.
Kylo Ren would be disappointed. Alright, so first move of the game now is Blue Ace. He is performing a 2 turn, which is normally white, but he has an R2 astromech, so any 2 speed is green, so that's get rid of stress, and he's going to crash into his buddy right about there.
Alright, Epsilon Leader is up next. He's doing a hard 3. Right, and 4... Or no, that's not stress relieving, so he is still stressed.
Next up is Elo. He's doing a 3. Just gonna put him here. And then he's going to boost. Alright, next up is Poe. He's doing a 1 bank. The green gets rid of his stress. BB-8's going to kick in with the barrel roll. And then I'm going to, unfortunately, crash into that TIE fighter.
Alright, Epsilon Ace is going to do a hard 1. And his action will be to focus. Alright, so my Epsilon Ace has a range band 1 shot on the Blue Ace. So I get 3 dice. 1 hit.
1 of 8.
Alright, so we're going to take our shot with our pilot skill 6 at the Blue Ace, and that is range band 2.
Through an asteroid.
Through an asteroid. 1 hit.
1 of 8. Okay, recap of the turn. I kind of messed up on all my maneuvering. None of my X-Wings could shoot this round, but the First Order shooting wasn't that great, and Blue pilot survived. Alright, so first up is Blue Ace. He's doing a sharp 3. Whew. And he will focus.
Alright, so we have Epsilon Leader up next. He's doing a gentle 2. Ooh, so close. Alright, and he is no longer stressed. So for his action, he will evade.
Alright guys, you probably already in the comments noted that I did the Talon roll wrong the first time. So we've corrected that. This guy's going to Talon roll. He goes through the asteroid. And here's the roll. And I take a sheet. Next up is Poe. He's doing a 1 bank. BB-8 kicks in.
Excellent, so he'll go into that asteroid.
And then 1, Ah! Poe, you're letting me down, man. And I'm good. Alright, so Poe, on the critical, he does take a hit as well, so he loses shield.
First damage to Poe. Alright, so I am doing a 4K turn. And I am stressed. Alright, so we're going to target Blue Ace, even though it's not much of a chance. We're through an asteroid and at range band 3.
Alright.
Nothing.
Alright, next up, Elo Asti's going. He's got a range band 1 shot into Epsilon Leader. 4 dice. 3 hits.
Alright. Hey, he's good.
3 aids. Alright, so that concludes that turn. I lost a shield off of Poe, and that was about it. On to the next turn. Alright, we're going to see if Blue Squadron can get things together. We're going to start with Blue Ace. He's going to do a 4 turn. And he will be stressed by that maneuver.
Alright, next up, Epsilon Leader. He is doing Signor Loop. And he is stressed.
Alright, Elo Asti's next. He's doing a 1 bank. And he's going to boost. Next up is my man Poe. He's doing a 3 forward. He hasn't moved yet, has he?
No.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and boost Poe.
Alright. Pilot's kill 12. He's gonna go 3 inches forward.
3 inches.
Or 3 forward. And he will barrel roll.
He's saying hello to Elo Asti. Alright, so the shooting phase begins.
Alright, Epsilon Ace is taking a range band 1 shot at Elo.
Oh no!
Nothing.
Sweet. Alright, Elo has got a range band 1 shot at that guy. It's gonna be 4 dice. And we got 1 crit. And we got 1 evade. And then lastly, we've got Blue Ace. We've already pre-measured it. Long range, in arc, through an asteroid. So we got 3 dice there. We got 1 hit. And you got plenty of evades. Alright, so new turn, dials are down. Blue Ace is going to go first. He's doing a 2 bank. The R2 astromech will make that green so his stress goes away. And then we'll do the 2 bank. And he's going to go ahead and focus.
Alright, so next up, my 6. Not a whole lot of choices here, so I just decided to go ahead and get rid of the stress. So I am doing a 2, just straight into your ship here. And I'm not stressed.
Elo Asti's next. He's doing a 3 Talon roll. Because of his special ability, that does not stress him. So So he's going to go ahead and... Which one of these guys has damage?
The Epsilon leader has damage.
Alright, we're going to boost. Because Epsilon, I don't know where he's going to end up, but I know where this guy is.
It's kind of confusing. On my side, we have Epsilon leader and Epsilon ace alive.
Next up is Poe. So he's going to do a 2-turn. Does he? Ace wide.
He didn't use BB-8.
I didn't have to use BB-8 to do that. However, I will stress myself to focus and target lock.
All right, so Epsilon ace is going. He's doing a gentle 2.
2 bank. Uh-oh. Well, I think you...
And he simultaneously crashes into you and the rock.
I think he lands on the rock and he hits me. Is the back guided? As on the thing?
Here, let me... Yep. Yeah, so it looks like he hits both. I think that's a first ever for me. Well, not good anyway, so he takes a damage. Well, possibly. He does. Hit every rock very well. Alright, and that is 1 more damage for... Or no, that's his first damage, so that's his shield, actually.
Alright, so Poe is going to shoot. He is now the highest pilot. He took a damage, so he goes from 12 to 4.
No, he only took a shield, so he's still at 12
still at
technically,
12?
but he can't shoot this
Doesn't
turn.
have a target. So Poe is going to shoot at him. 4 dice at range man 2. We've already measured. So here we go. I will use Poe's special ability. I don't have to spend my focus to turn that into a focus. That's 4 hits on Epsilon Ace.
I wish I could roll like that.
And that's 3 hits through that.
So
Ace.
he is destroyed.
And that's Poe's second kill of the game. He's going. All right, next up is Eloasti. He's going to shoot range band 1 at Epsilon leader. Here we go. We got 2 hits.
All right. 3 of 8. Here we go. 1.
So it takes 1 damage.
So he is 1 damage away from death.
All right, so that's the end of the turn, the wrap up. We killed Epsilon Ace. All he's got is Epsilon leader with 1 hull point, so I think we're going to... Jake, you want to call the game now?
Yeah, I think we should call it.
All right, good game.
Good game.
All right. So there you have it. That is T-70 X-Wings and a rather dominant victory over the TIE FOs. We'll just spend a minute here, kind of talk about our list and what we might have done different. All right, so what do you think of the TIE FO?
I actually really like my list. I think it's pretty cool. I think being able to have an evade on everybody going into that Alpha Strike is pretty amazing. I goofed up on my pilot skill 12 Epsilon Ace. This was 100% piloting on my bad. I think this list can be very good. I don't think it's tournament ready yet. It's just not strong enough for that. But I think had I flown better, you would have seen a more interesting dogfight for sure.
Yeah, I think the minute your formation kind of broke up with half of them bumping and the one guy in front kind of spelled doom for you.
Yeah.
Would you change anything in your list?
I'd probably change to one of the switch out probably the pilot skill 12 for one of the other higher ups like the pilot skill 8 TIE FO. His ability is a lot better. I think the meta right now for him is adding juke and also the comm relay onto him. I forget his name, it's totally spacing me, but then it just makes him really hard to kill, and that's what I wanted to run, but we just couldn't find a piece. But perhaps next time you'll see that.
Right. And as far as the T-70s on my side, it was a pretty dominant victory. I think my approach was really good, and then I kind of screwed up in the mid-game. I had one turn where nobody had anybody in arc. I also screwed up that Talon roll. I don't think it mattered much. If I realized that the Talon roll was reversing me, I probably just would have gone straight forward with him anyway and had the same kind of result. I like the T70, the Talon Roll. Elo Asti's special rule where he can Talon Roll and it's still a white maneuver is amazing. That's a great power. I got to use Poe's special ability a couple times where he can change a focus to a hit without spending his focus token, which is nice. And then special props to Blue Ace over there. Blue Ace was awesome. He
I just wanted to kill one X-wing.
I mean, Blue Ace was pretty amazing. He dodged a lot. He didn't do much damage, but he he soaked up a lot of firepower for the. So there you have it, guys. That is T70s versus TIE FOs, our special Star Wars: The Force Awakens battle report. We hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you liked it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below what you guys think about this matchup, how you would have changed your list, and how you might have fought it differently. Thanks, and have a great day. Keep on wargaming.